Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said the Senate will return on Monday. That scheduling update matters because it cuts into the Senate's scheduled holiday recess. This will be done to give Senate negotiators more time to see if they can reach a deal on border security. Republicans are demanding massive border policy changes, their words, not mine, in exchange for President Biden's request for some $61 billion in aid to Ukraine. House lawmakers left Washington today for their holiday recess without reaching any agreement on this very difficult issue. They are deferring to Senate negotiators to see if a deal can in fact be reached. The White House is pushing Congress as best it can to pass that $1 billion of aid to Kyiv in the nearest possible time frame. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us now. Scott is intrepid and knowledgeable as ever. He's also in front of the federal courthouse. Scott, why are you there and what are you waiting for?
We're waiting for a verdict from the jury in the Rudy Giuliani civil defamation trial. He's already been found liable for defamation for what he said, the conspiracy theories he sowed, Major, about those 2 Georgia election workers. Now the jury's trying to decide how much he should pay for it. Is it millions? Is it tens of millions? Is it 20s of millions? It was a briefer trial than we expected, Major, because Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York, the Trump insider who said he was going to testify and tell his side of the story, opted not to testify.
That's important, Scott, because Rudy Giuliani kept talking to reporters outside the courthouse, but never said the things outside the courthouse in the courthouse.
The jury got to hear it, though, Major. On Monday, he had said he made a statement that continued his criticisms and his baseless claims about Shea Moss and Ruby Freedman. He said it outside the courthouse, but the civil plaintiff attorney played a clip of it today for this 8-person jury from the District of Columbia. But again, the judge has already ruled he's liable for defamation. But what the plaintiff's attorney is arguing is that he keeps doing it even after this case began. We'll see if that's a factor when the jury decides how much he's got to pay.
Scott, your other area of expertise, of course, is Congress. Catch us up on the House has left, Senate will stay, negotiations continue. Where are we?
It was a striking moment late today when the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says they're going to stay next week. Such a rarity in Congress for the U.S. Senate to come up close on a holiday. But he wants to extend the time for negotiators to talk about border security, immigration reform as part of this package to fund Ukraine. Now, it's not the tension, but the skepticism is so thick in the air you could cut it with a knife. Not only are some of the negotiators being cautious with how they describe their progress, but some of the Republican senators say they don't see how this can happen in such short order, that next week is going to be relevant. What's more, U.S. House bailed out of here this morning. They're gone till January 9th. And whatever comes out of the Senate in the name of border security is likely to face steep opposition where the hardliners in the Republican House make up the majority. Let's take a listen to the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries, who spoke about this issue earlier today.
It is irresponsible that extreme MAGA Republicans who are bending the knee to the pro-Putin caucus that is growing in intensity amongst Republicans in the House and in the Senate have irresponsibly injected other items, albeit we understand the need to address the situation at the border, but nonetheless have injected other items into this discussion.
And I think that's the underreported issue here, Major. No matter how these border negotiations go, what a precedent is being set right here, right now in Washington, where an emergency aid bill to fund a war effort is now coming as part of a package deal. You have to give us something to get something. That was rarely the case, if ever the case, for emergency war funding in years past. This border negotiation is real. It's just not clear, Major, how soon it ends.
You mentioned, Scott, that House Republicans and the entire House body has left. That means Kevin McCarthy, who very recently was Speaker of the House, is leaving. What did he have to say?
It has very practical implications. This narrow majority just got narrower. He likely will not be voting again in the U.S. House. Take a listen to his farewell speech earlier this afternoon.
Do not be fearful if you believe your philosophy brings people more freedom. Do not be fearful that you could lose your job over it.
A year that ended with history in a 15-round speaker vote to elect McCarthy ends with McCarthy leaving voluntarily. Year 2023 in Congress was quite something, wasn't it?
Bookends on a history-making Congress, though maybe not in the ways it would like to make history. Scott MacFarlane, thanks so very much.